I feel like Pereira fighting a guy like that, it would just bring so much more to the table for me. When I was 23 years old, I was fighting the top guys in the world. You know, I'm seeing Tom Aspinall around that same age getting manhandled by people that no one's ever heard of. Looked like Curtis Blaze came to beat Tom Aspinall up that night. You know, Curtis was confident, came right at Tom. He was landing great strikes, level changing. Tom throws a kick and magically gets hurt. Blowing your knee is blowing your knee, right? But I would expect a fighter that blew his knee to at least attempt to stand back up, or at least limp, or at least try to walk on it. And with Tom, he was just completely just out of the fight. These are things that I'm paying attention to. And his last situation with Cyril Gane, he gets poked in the eye. Normally, you see fighters that are doing this number, or you know, trying to get the doctor to look at it. And actually, initially, the doctor's just like, he seems fine. And Tom's like, no, I can't
see. And the ref was like, hey, don't say that. Take some time.
The guy wasn't trying to see. The guy didn't want to see. And then another thing was like, the eye that he was covering appeared to be the eye that actually didn't get penetrated. You know, one eye finger goes all the way underneath the eyelid. The other eye, it was on top of the eyelid. And he ends up grabbing the eye where the finger was on top of the eyelid. So I don't even think Tom really knew which eye was supposed to be more compromised. He just knew that he had been fouled and it was his way out. There's just some people that people just get behind, and they don't know why they love them, or they don't know why they hate that person, but some people just have that thing about them that just makes you want to pay attention. Guys like the Paul brothers, and guys like McGregor, you know, that some people just have it from day one when they step on the scene. Pereira, literally, one of the only things he says is trauma. And people are, no one even knows what it means. But he has that it factor, and that's a part of the reason why I wanted to compete against Pereira. I felt as if the brand that he represents, the energy that he has behind him, will be remembered more than just 5 years from now. For example, Aspinall just had a close fight, and people are already writing him off. His journey hasn't even started yet, and he's already almost moved on. I feel like Pereira fighting a guy like that, it would just bring so much more to the table for me. I feel like he's like a bully fighter. He's a great fighter. He's put in the time. He's put in the work. I mean, I still think Tom's an amazing athlete. I think he's a great fighter. The recon is really important. You know, having information on what you're going up against is really important. And I feel like time is on my side to figure out who this opponent is. And if we still fight, it'd be awesome. If not, I don't
it's
really
still
feel
awesome. You don't need him.
I don't feel like I need him, especially after his last performance. I think time will show the world kind of who I am and what I've done. And you know, just because someone's newer or maybe more exciting doesn't mean that they replace what is already here.
I think Tom.
I think Tom can beat John Jones because how fast and athletic he is. The biggest thing is that this is where you know, me and Michael were talking, is that Jones says he wants 6 months. I don't expect Tom Aspinall to wait 6 months.
No.
If Jones says, oh, he can fight somebody else, I think it's for Jones to get more data on Aspinall, because there's not a lot of data on Aspinall when he fights. Blitzes across the void, throws a big shot, knocks somebody out. I mean, he has had, you know, back and forth when he got rocked by Pavlovich a little bit, when they're like kind of...
He stung him.
Stung him a little bit, right? That's the only thing I see. But other than that, I think Jones wants more data on him. And I think if Aspinall can weather and take the fight to John and not be caught up in the mystic aura and don't allow Jones to run away from him, I think Tom beats him.
Aspinall is young, he's hungry. You have Jones, who is definitely at the end of his career, 38 years old. I don't need to see this because he's never been beaten. I want John Jones to retire unbeaten, and I want him to retire, and Aspinall goes on to be the next big thing. But John Jones, being the warrior that is, he says, pay me enough and I'm doing it. Aspinall wants it, and one of them has to lose that fight. And that's the one thing, you look at it and go, Aspinall's probably going to win. But then, if you ask me that, I say, no. We've said that so many times with John Jones, and it makes it look easy. He is...
If I'm John Jones, Jones, like a lot of people consider him to go the best fighter ever do it. The next hungry lion is Aspinall. It's probably the toughest fight that he'll have. Like this guy's the next generation. He's a lot stronger, a lot faster. But I think John Jones is good enough to beat him. But it's like it has to be worth it. The fans are fickle, right? You lose one fight, they're gonna, he sucks. Right? They just care about your last win or your last loss. I think Dana White and them will end up making it. Dana White's a smart businessman. He knows how much money that fight would make. If I'm John Jones, you've already done everything in the sport. It's not worth it unless it's that $30 million, $50 million payday. If I'm John Jones, I'm picking out Pereira first over Aspinall.
Can he do that with a guy like Aspinall, who's a legit 255-pound natural who moves like he's 80 pounds lighter? He's a freak, man.
Yeah.
Aspinall's a freak. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem.
Do you think the Aspinall-Jones fights happens?
It's got to happen. I was sitting next to Tom the other week at the UFC in London and talking to him about it.
How do you think that plays out if they fight?
I'll be honest, Tom's a friend. I love Tom. He's one of the coolest dudes in the whole of MMA. Even though Jones is getting old, I just can't pick against John Jones. The one thing I do think John Jones has got the best in the world and the best ever is his fight IQ. He has a perfect game plan to beat that person. As much as I love Tom and I want Tom to win, I couldn't pick against John Jones. It's just something I couldn't do.
But he's the same height as me, if not an inch taller, but thick. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, you're a lot thicker than I would expect. Yeah. And the speed. Yeah. That's the thing that I'm like, okay, that's the danger. But again, grappling, he's a black belt. But John is fucking...
It's different.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. They got to fight. But if they don't ever fight, we'll never know.
I do think Tom Aspinall is the most dangerous heavyweight right now. 100% the biggest threat to pry that belt away from John Jones. But John has got to get that bag.
This whole Tom Aspinall, John Jones thing, for lack of a better word, is just weird. For me, it's just weird. Like, I don't get it. If I give him the opportunity to fight me, I want to be compensated. I want to say it. I want that fuck you money. John Jones shooting straight. Because at the end of the day, guys, I will tell you, he's not afraid. Tom Aspinall to John Jones is just another guy that he would fight and that he believes he can beat. But what he does want is to get paid. And I think he recognizes the dangers in the fight. I mean, when this line opened, John Jones was an underdog. John Jones was the underdog. I don't even know if there's ever been a time in his career where someone has been favored to beat John Jones.
If I was John Jones, I would do this earlier than later because every month that passes, he just gets older and Tom Aspinall gets better. So I would try to do this as soon as possible. I wouldn't want to wait till New York next year where he's almost 38, 39 years old with that kid just continuing to improve.
That's it for today's video. So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.